Hi guys, my name is Courtney. I'm a former collegiate and international softball catcher and coach. Right now, I'm with Neely, one of the catchers I've been working with over the past couple of months. Neely, can you take a moment and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about where you're from, how old you are, and how long you've been playing softball for?
Hi, I'm Neely. I'm 14 and I'm from Connecticut and I've been playing softball since I was 5 years old.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for jumping on the call with me today. Right now, we're about two-thirds of the way done with the program. And so we just finished 2 months of working with each other just on the fundamentals of the knee down stance. So I want you to tell me before you started the program, how often were you using the knee down stance?
I wasn't using the stance very consistently. I would use it when nothing else was working and I couldn't move to block for my traditional stance or I couldn't do certain things and I would try to use it, but it wasn't really working because trying to find coaches who knew what they were talking about and knew how to coach me were really hard. So when I found this program, it really helps.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where catchers feel like they're undercoached because we don't really have there's not a lot of people who know how to coach the position, especially the knee down stance. So it sounded like where you were at before the program, you were just like looking for some guidance. And so tell me a little bit more about like where your confidence levels were at as a catcher before we started working with each other.
My confidence levels were pretty good in what I was being taught with the like traditional stance, but when looking at videos and looking at college players using the stance, I was really excited to wanting to get into doing the stance. And when I joined the program, I realized how much my confidence can improve and how much my game can improve.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we do have about a month left in the program with each other, but over the last 2 months, we focused a ton on the fundamentals of the knee down stance. So, like receiving, blocking, and throwing. So, what specific things did you need to work on from the knee down stance in order to gain more confidence behind the plate?
I really needed to work on my blocking before because, as I said, it was really hard to block from a traditional stance and it was hard to move fast to get balls if I'm setting up on my inside to my outside and being able to block wider and block more efficiently.
Yeah, definitely. So, you feel like so since the beginning of the program, you feel like you've gotten to a spot where you feel more comfortable with your blocking skills.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's amazing. Tell me about some of the other adjustments you made throughout the program. So, like obviously you worked on stance, receiving, blocking, and throwing. Tell me about the adjustments we made with your stance specifically.
With my stance, I really just became comfortable in using the knee down stance and being able to be to transition from calling pitches to getting into a knee down stance so that I can do better at my receiving and my blocking and my throwing and like kind of just like incorporating them all together.
Right, right. So you're just feeling a little bit more comfortable in it because you're
Yeah.
in it like all the time. Yeah, that's awesome. So tell me about the adjustments we made with your receiving skills.
With my receiving, I really worked on my glove movement and being able to frame inside and outside pitches to steal strikes for my pitchers because before I was doing the catch and flip. Like you're always doing it like this, but it's really obvious for umpires and people watching you behind the plate to know, oh, that's a frame. So yeah.
Right, right, exactly. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you feel more confident in your receiving skills since we started. And I know you said you feel more confident in your blocking skills, but tell me about like the changes that we made. What are some of the things that we started to do together?
We really started to work on using the six different types of blocks and using them in different situations and not using the same block if a pitch is 4 feet to my left. So I'm able to move faster and move farther so that I can keep my chest over the ball and block every ball in the dirt.
Yeah, exactly. And you've done an amazing job at that. So good job. Way to work hard. Okay, now tell me about your throwing skills.
We really worked on my transfer and being able to transfer the ball really fast so that I can throw from my knees and have a quick enough throw to be able to get a runner out at second.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Well, you have made such amazing improvements throughout the last 2 months with all of those skills, your stance, receiving, blocking, and throwing. It's been so fun to watch you grow so quickly. So now what I want you to do is I want you to tell me for anybody watching this video right now who's wondering what it might be like inside of the program, tell them what it's like to be inside of the program.
The program is very structured and very easy to follow, and you get very detailed coaching within sending your videos in, and you get your feedback within 24 hours. So if I'm sending a video in at 10 p.m. after two practices, I will probably get it the next morning and be able to make my adjustments for my next workout. And it's not just feedback in general, it's very personalized feedback because Courtney watches each of my videos and tells me what I need to work on in each part of that.
Yeah, for sure. And so, like, obviously, I'm going to be giving you all the instruction that you need, but also the responsibility is also on your end to send in those videos
Yeah.
so that because like I can't review any videos if you don't send anything in. So you've been extremely diligent with sending those videos in and actually doing the training. So just good job on your end to get those videos in and always getting them in on time as well. Um, who would you say that this program is for, and what type of person gets the best results in the program?
The program is for very dedicated catchers who want to go to the next level and who want to improve fast, as well as put in the consistent work to be able to improve fast, which, as we were just talking about, being able to send in the videos and do everything that you need to do so that you can get your feedback and you can improve fast.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. Before we worked with each other, did you have any limiting beliefs about online training?
I mean, I didn't really have so much of an opinion on like what online training would be like because I've never done anything like this before. I mean, I wasn't really sure how effective online training would be because I am talk talking with someone from a completely different time zone than I am from. So, like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, for sure. So you weren't really sure how it was gonna work, but you were willing
Yeah.
to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What would you say to somebody who's watching this and is on the fence right now about joining?
I would say if you're watching this video, you're probably halfway there, and you're probably one of the dedicated catchers who are wanting to be in this program. And I would say go for it and join the program because you will not regret it. You will see results so quickly, and you will get so much recognition from people around you and being like, wow, you've improved so much. Like, this is so cool. I would join the program 1,000%.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I appreciate hearing a little bit more about your time in the program and yeah, just getting to like know what your thoughts are on it. We do have a month left, so I'm super excited to keep working with each other. But I just wanted to thank you again for hopping on this call and sharing a little bit more about your time in the program so far. For anybody watching this right now, and if you're interested in finding similar results, feel free to book a call using the link below to learn more and claim a spot in the program.